the Chi-Town is Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the like.
We just received a massive update on the Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears rumors. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you do me another huge favor, but also hit the like button on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. So Bears fans, if there's any Ben Johnson fans out there and Bears fans that want him to be the next head coach of the Chicago Bears, this video is definitely for you guys because we have some massive updates on the Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears rumors. According to Jeff Hughes of the DaBearsBlog, he had this to say. He says, "I'm told that he's not only interested in the Chicago Bears, he loves the idea of working with quarterback Caleb Williams. Also told Poles is enamored with him. We wait and see." Bears fans, this is a massive update because for the longest time, you heard these little wrinkles and reports out of Hallis Hall that it seemed like Ryan Poles was the one that was kind of hesitant because he was fearful that Ben Johnson would come in and request that, I don't want to work with Ryan Poles. I think Ryan Poles should no longer to be GM. And he was a little bit fearful of that. But it seems now, according to Jeff Hughes of DaBearsBlog, and this is a guy that has some solid connections within Hallis Hall, and he's been really accurate over the years in terms of reporting and breaking Chicago Bears news. But now it seems that Ryan Poles is all in on Ben Johnson, and he is ready to take the risk on Ben Johnson as the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. And it seems that the more that I hear from these Bears insiders and kind of what I'm taking from it, it sounds that the only person or the only two people that are in the way from Ben Johnson being the next head coach of the Chicago Bears is not only Bears president Kevin Warren, but is Bears owner George McCaskey. They seem like they're more in line with finding someone that has prior experience or more of that leader of men type of guy. Guys like Mike Vrabel, guys like Brian Flores, right? Guys like Pete Carroll as well. And that's why those guys are also going to get interviews for the Chicago Bears head coaching opening as well. But this is absolutely solid news and great reporting by Jeff Hughes of the DaBearsBlog. I am pleased that Ryan Poles seems like he is all in on Ben Johnson. So that interview that we have on Saturday with offensive coordinator from Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson, is going to be a huge step forward. It seems to me that if Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles hit it off, which it seems that they will, we already know that Ben Johnson wants to work with Caleb Williams, and that's truly the X factor, and that's why this Bears opening is so coveted because of the factor of having a franchise quarterback and a young quarterback like Caleb Williams. I think this is destined to happen. I do know that Ben Johnson also has interviews with the Las Vegas Raiders, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the New England Patriots. But let's remember that it seems that the New England Patriots are all in on Mike Vrabel. And so it seems to me that if Vrabel goes to New England, it just seems like the Bears would be the front runners to land Ben Johnson. Bears fans, you guys know how I feel about Ben Johnson. I feel like he is one of the best offensive coordinators in the National Football League. I do feel like he can translate to a head coach. I think he can be a good leader. I think he will come in and not only challenge Caleb Williams, but also challenge the rest of the guys on the Chicago Bears football team as well. You've heard guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, other coaches around the league, and just everybody, when they talk about Ben Johnson, they said that he can be a good leader and that he's ready for the opportunity to be a head coach, whether it's with the Chicago Bears or not. So this is very valuable information. This is a huge update, especially if you want Ben Johnson as the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. But at this moment, Bears fans, we just wait and see. He has an interview with the Chicago Bears on Saturday. It can only be virtual. The Bears are meeting with Mike Vrabel today. They're meeting with Pete Carroll this week. I believe they're meeting with Drew Petzing as well this week. And then they'll meet with with Ben Johnson and probably Aaron Glenn as well this week. But Saturday is going to be a big day for the Chicago Bears. Get their first, meet up with Ben Johnson in terms of a virtual interview. But if things go well, I think they can go on to the next step once the Detroit Lions are out of the playoffs. That hopefully they could schedule another interview. Hopefully Ben Johnson goes in there and wows Kevin Warren and George McCaskey. It seems like Ryan Poles is ready to take the risk, and rightfully so. He understands that he has to get this head coaching hire right. And if he doesn't get this head coaching hire right, he will no longer be the Bears general manager. So he understands if he's going to take a risk, he needs to be all in on Caleb Williams. So if you're going to be all in on your franchise quarterback, Caleb Williams, it needs to be the best possible, hopefully offensive-minded candidate. And Ben Johnson is exactly that. So once again, huge shout out to Jeff Hughes of DaBearsBlog for giving us this huge update. Bears fans, go ahead and comment down below in the comment section and give me your reaction to this update of Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears rumors. I know I'm definitely pumped up about it because this is definitely my top candidate for the Chicago Bears, but let me know how you're feeling down below in the comment section. But Bears fans, as always, make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Geek on the Mic.